Well, how do you like that? I gots to take my hat off to you. Looks like I'm all done here. But hey, you keep that mutt out of my kitchen, right? Huh? There you go, all done here. How do you like that? Bada bing, done.
The encounter with the chef has woken you up, and you realize that Watson has spotted the obvious that your sleep-deprived mind couldn't grasp. There were gaps in the notes, gaps that the doctor filled in with secret texts using one of the oldest tricks in the book, lemon juice ink. You quickly hold the papers over a candle and reveal more scribbled scrawls. They mention locations you've already dealt with in earlier investigations. However, one note simply reads, train station. It looks as though your investigation is to lead you a merry dance through Little Riddle.
To the post office first of all, though, for some reason.
Arriving at the post office, you're puzzled to find the inspector but not the postman. Bragg seems unable to help.
I've got no idea where he is.
Hello? Hello? Is there anyone there? I'm in here. Hello?
Do you want to open that door? I thought not. Besides, it'd only slow us down. Now, I need your assistance here, Sharpish. He's only gone and broken the telegraph machine.
I'm in here.
I was about to get a reply from my superiors.
Hello?
Ignoring the plaintive cries of the trapped postman,
Hello?
you look to see if the vital telegraph machine is beyond rescue.
Communication breakdown.
Sharpish!
The telegraph is not working properly, and the messages are getting messed up. Can you make sense of what the inspector's superiors are trying to tell him?
Ooh.
Can you figure out what the message is? Yeah, pick up the telephone instead of using crappy old communication techniques. The doctor is a fraud. No shit.
What will the ducks reveal? Huzzah! Great Scott, that was fast. With nary a hiccup. Well done. My, aren't you terribly talented? Well done. The telegraph machine begins to chatter away, revealing much of what you have suspected about the doctor.
It seems we've got a real charmer here. If he's the one we think he is, he's got convictions for fraud, burglary, assault, and impersonating officials, including, of course, members of the medical profession. You make sure you call me before you try to take him on. All right. I'll meet you later at the station. We can compare notes then. Now get going. Sharpish?
The doctor would appear to be a very dangerous individual. Roll up your sleeves and sharpen your mind as I ask you for the final time. Can you answer these questions?
Which of these charges is the doctor not accused of? Disorderly conduct, What did the constable find at the doctor's house? The car that killed Maggie. Maggie defines in her diary Doctor as her Heathcliff of the health centre. The doctor wrote down these 4 locations, which one had a question mark next to it. Train station.
Either you are the reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes, or these questions are too easy. Wonderful work, either way you look at it. You found ash, straw, and flour at the manor. Where might the doctor be hiding? He must have an accomplice. Will you be able to catch both him and his partner in crime?
So off to the windmill first.
Despite its ties to heinous murder, it would appear that someone was in a hurry to snap up this particular property. The identity of the new owner proves to be another surprise.
You think it odd? Really? Just look at the place. Quite beautiful. I've admired it since I first came to Little Riddle.
How could she possibly afford such a property on the wages of a clerk, even one of her standing?
I'm very careful with money, positively thrifty, and there's little else for me to spend it on once my very modest living expenses have been dealt with. Never mind that, though. While you're here, I do need your help.
Let us see what so vexes the clerk.
See how they run.
Oh,
The clerk has discovered that her new property has a mouse problem. Can you use her description to work out which route the mouse travels?
oh. There
like the
is
mouse
an
has passed through
annoying
the windmill.
rodent that I have been trying to catch with a... He's a crafty one, though, and although he could just... He likes to torment me by making sure I have to reset the... Only then do I hear the... Of course, this meant war, so I bought not only more, but also a few... And after the... I now hear... Then, in short order. Unfortunately, the... And... are now all excited and run around the place, and before I know it...
What will the ducks reveal? That's the one. Gosh, you got through that one. Lickety-split. No mistakes made, too.
Lickety-split.
You great big swat. Well done. Please take this moment to look as smug as possible. You ask if you can come in and see the old place. Now she's making changes.
Certainly not. I'm still organizing and cleaning it. There's flour everywhere. Also, the old fireplace needed cleaning, and the ash has spread all over the floor. Now, I must get back to work. Goodbye for now.
Quite a day for surprises. Now, on with your investigations. There is a murderer to track down.
Train
You
station
find
it
yourself
is.
once again at the train station. This is where the whole sinister sojourn started. Could it be where it will all end?
Well, I never. I'll be with you in a moment now. Now. I haven't seen you in a while. I trust all is well.
You ask what it is that has caused him to be quite so out of steam, as it were.
Oh, now then. Well, it's busier than a body can handle right now. I got permission to go ahead with a cafe after all, so it's been up to me to get everything arranged. Between that, the storage sheds and spreading straw on the flower beds, I'm quite run off my feet. Oh, now then, that reminds me, you can help me with something. Look here now.
You set yourself to help the station master once again.
Time for tables.
Oh, the train is stuck, and the station master is having trouble remembering the name of the station. Can you use the information to figure out at which stop the train is stuck?
Oh!
There are 6 stops on the line. Little Riddle is the last stop and Lakeside is the 3rd stop. Green Hollow is the stop after Lakeside and Windy Dale is before Hill Valley but after Burgess Bridge. The train is stuck at the 5th stop. Which station is that? It would be Hill Valley.
Your result is correct. My, weren't you in a hurry? And without a single error being made. You deserve so much more, but this will have to do.
Oh, well now, there you are. Many thanks again. That's just what I was needing. Was there anything I could do for you today?
You ask if it's possible to have a look around the storage sheds.
Oh, now then, you don't want to be doing that. It's all oil and ash up there. No. I don't think you want to go up there. I'll tell you what, though, your first cup of tea in the new cafe is on the house. Can't say fairer than that after all the help you've given me. Now, I'd better be getting back. Good day to you. Good day.
Well, it seems the sheds here are sacrosanct. Time to shunt off elsewhere.
Let's go and have a look over at the watermill.
You make your way to the watermill. You can immediately see why this place would appeal to the doe-eyed librarian.
Oh, for goodness sake, can't you people leave me alone? Look, what do you want? Right, never mind that. Can't imagine anything you want as being a matter of life or death. Seeing as you're here, you might as well be of some use.
Not quite able to believe how bad your luck can be. You look to see what it is you can do to help this ridiculous man. The hotel owner has a problem with leaks in one of the watermill's pipes. Can you fix this for him?
Why would he have a leak in the watermill? He's a hotel manager. But who am I to ask? Can you place the pipe pieces so that you get 600 litres at the end? Remember, any junction cuts the water flow in half. Minus 20%.
And your result
Good.
is splendid. What, finished already? You made that look easy, not an error in sight. Olympian intelligence deserves an Olympian reward. Once you have completed the hotel manager's latest task, you ask what it is he's doing here.
I'm allowed a hobby, aren't I? Some time off in the peace and quiet, if that's all right with you, of course.
You ask if you can have a look around, seeing as you're interested in old buildings.
Certainly not. I'm far too busy. What do you think this is, A tourist attraction? Really, some people, no respect for the working man. Right, I haven't got time to chinwag all afternoon. Good day to you.
Well, that was rather abrupt. You would almost think he had something to hide.
Last stop, the bakery.
The bakery is as pristine as ever, with the goods on display smelling quite wonderfully tempting. Even as you enter, you can
yummy.
see that the baker is sorely vexed by something.
Oh, now, if you aren't a sight for sore eyes. Come in, come in. I'm so glad to see you. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm in quite the state. Could you possibly help? I'll be ever so grateful.
Normally, the act of kindness is reward enough, but you do find yourself hoping that the grateful baker might offer some of his wares by way of thanks.
Moment on the lips.
The baker has set up a new rotating display to show off his wares. Can you observe which cupcake is not being displayed?
Oh,
Which of the 4 cupcakes is not on the table? My word, is spinning fast. Oh, it's making me dizzy. I'm gonna be sick.
How did you
On
do?
left.
Correct you are. All wrapped up already? Great heavens! Ooh, ooh! No mistakes made. Show off. Look around you and be comforted. You are better than they.
oh, aren't you the clever clogs? I knew I could rely on you. You are special. Is there anything I could do to say thank you? Anything at all? Anything?
You ask if you could possibly have something to eat.
Heaven's sake, course you can. Oh, is that all? Oh, please, please help yourself. Least I could do. Bless, something to eat. I never did.
Your mouth full of his fondant, you ask why the other storeroom is out of use.
What storeroom? Oh, silly me, of course. No, I split a bag in there. What a mess. Flour. Oh, everything covered. Need to get right in there and clean it out. Murder on my knees, I tell you. And tennis elbow? Oh, I could go pro. Anyway, sorry to hurry you, but I've got to clean the ovens and get shot of all the old ash. Don't want to get any on you. So bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And with that, you are cast into the street. At least your hunger for food is sated. It is time. The police station awaits.
Well, do you know? Easy now, son. We have got to be right about this. We only get one chance to nick him. If we miss, he'll be gone like a rat up had drainpipe. Cowardlies, come. Settle down. Now then, let's hear it. Where is he?
Where indeed? From the footprints left by the doctor at the scene of his assault on Lady Snobbish, you will...
Shush! Well, he is.
From the footprints, you were able to tell that the doctor is hiding somewhere that has ash, flour, and straw in abundance. At the watermill, you found the hotel manager enjoying his hobby. Perhaps his leisure time is spent partaking in a little aiding and abetting. When you visited the windmill, you learned that it was now the property of the town hall clerk. Is this just a place for her to get away from it all? Or a place where she can help the doctor get away? From the librarian's diary, you learned that the doctor had once assisted the baker. Is this favor now being repaid? The station master finally got permission to open his cafe. The removal of the mayor has apparently worked to his advantage. But is this simply mere coincidence, or something far more nefarious? 4 suspects, but only one is helping the murderous mastermind who has so horribly harmed Little Riddle and its citizens. So, for the last time, who is the guilty party and where is the deadly doctor?
Who done it? Let's wrap this case up.
Can you deduce the culprit and prove yourself worthy of your role as a blue-toed detective? Player 1, you get to choose first. Select your villain by pressing the corresponding button on the controller.
We're going with the baker.
In the end, observation was once again key. The Doctor's final ally is, in fact, the baker. There you go. I mean, what's it gonna do? There you go. Quite what the baker's motivation is remains a mystery for the moment. However, the evidence is enough. Only one of the 4 locations had every element you sought. The baker spoke of the flour in his stores and the ash from his ovens. And we saw straw being used to display the goods in his shop.
Well now, that's good enough for me. Now then, you lot, anyone not a copper, you are the reserve. You will act as the cordon in case this villain gets past the rest of us. Only he won't see. I'll have my gun for starters. Lads, do me proud. We will, Inspector. This one's for Maggie. Now, let's go and get this blackguard. Sharpish!
You used your talents to select the correct suspect. Many congratulations on a job well done. You are thrilled at some primitive level by the sight of the police and villagers at work. The baker is taken quietly and by surprise.
Can you watch this one? I need to be with the inspector.
Left alone with you, the baker feels the need to confess.
He was going to take me away from all this miserable little village. He had money. What with that and selling this place, I could have gone anywhere. London! Started a little cafe with doilies and chintzy curtains and everything. Chintzy curtains. And teapots with flowers on. Oh, been a bit silly. Oh, I did so want chintzy curtains.
Don't get away from me. Don't you try to struggle now. I've got you.
Who do you think you're dealing with?
After some shouting and the noise of a short scuffle, Bragg is triumphant.
He didn't even have his gun with him in the end. Easiest pinch I have made in a long time. Took him nice and sharpish like. All he had on him was this ruby. Cool, that's the one from the crypt. I only had it for a second before he took it off me. He had his gun then. Here you go then. You have it till we reach the station.
No, you mustn't. With a sudden movement, Bragg flips the ruby to the constable. The poor young man is ill-prepared and fumbles the catch. The ruby hits the cold stone floor and... No! What have you done? What
Oh dear.
have you done?
Well now, seems your little prize wasn't so valuable as you thought. Now then, let's go and find you a nice cold cell, shall we?
You can't. No, it wasn't supposed to be like this. You weren't supposed to. I was the better man. The better man!
Shut up.
Ooh, fancy that. And it looks so real too.
Can't trust anyone these days.
Listen at you. We'd better get you to the station.
The next morning, you gratefully pack your belongings and head for the station. The inspector is there to meet you.
I just thought I'd come and say my goodbyes. I trust you'll stay out of trouble till you get home. It's been an honour, I must say. A real privilege. That said, I hope we never have to work together again. You lot make me look bad. Goodbye now.
Because you are bad.
Off with you. Sharpish.
And with that, your train gets up steam and slowly chugs out of the station. You sit back in your seat, restful again, knowing that the blue-toed murder-file for Little Riddle is once and for all closed.
So there we have it. Investigation complete. Doctor safely behind bars. Happy ending. I'll just let the credits roll, but I'll leave you to watch those because I'm just about done in now. But anyway, not sure what I'll be recording next. I'll have a little think about that. So until then, take care.
Yes, sir, they've gone. They don't suspect a thing. You were right. That's right, sir. Led me straight to it. The switch went perfectly.
So, how well did you do in that episode? Player 1. Fantastic